this journey together, my purpose is to be your guide to finding your own divine power that will lead you to the magic you have within. Come with me on this journey of self-discovery, fulfillment, evolution, and deep soul connection. By the end of our time together, you'll realize how magical you are. Together, we will discover how you too can step into your own divine intuition. What if I told you everything you needed or ever wanted was already inside of you, and all you needed to do is unlock it? During this journey together, my purpose is to be your guide to finding your own divine power that will lead you to the magic you have within. Come with me on this journey of self-discovery, fulfillment, evolution, and deep soul connection. By the end of our time together, you'll realize how magical you are. Together, we will discover how you too can step into your own divine intuition. What if I told you everything you needed or ever wanted was already inside of you, and all you needed to do is unlock it? During this journey together, my purpose is to be your guide to finding your own divine power that will lead you to the magic you have within. Come with me on this journey of self-discovery, fulfillment, evolution, and deep soul connection. By the end of our time together, you'll realize how magical you are. Together, we will discover how you too can step into your own divine intuition. What if I told you everything you needed or ever wanted was already inside of you, and all you needed to do is unlock it? During this journey together, my purpose is to be your guide to finding your own divine power that will lead you to the magic you have within. Come with me on this journey of self-discovery, fulfillment, evolution, and deep soul connection. By the end of our time together, you'll realize how magical you are. Together, we will discover how you too can step into your own divine intuition.
Welcome. I'm Tangela, the founder of SoulSearch, and I am just so excited to welcome Ishita Bhama here with me today for an interview about her new show on SoulSearch TV called Your Divine Intuition. And, I'm overjoyed to have Ishita because she's such an amazing clairvoyant, psychic healer. She works with thousands of people around the world. Basically, she works to help you develop deep healing and develop your intuitive abilities. And Ashita is very talented. She can read everything from your aura, past lives, relationships, your spirit guides, advise you on next steps in certain situations in life, soul contracts, and even channel your past loved ones. And Ashita's been born a gifted clairvoyant, and she has also taught these tools and techniques to help you connect deeply with your intuition so that you can continue your own healing journey and really bring forth the life that you have always dreamt of, or even actually much farther beyond what you could even possibly dream of. And so we're really excited to welcome Ashita here today. Welcome on our winter solstice, Ashita.
Thank you, Tangela. Happy winter solstice.
Happy winter solstice, everyone. I mean, this is also a powerful day talking about tapping into your divine intuition. I mean, solstice is a very powerful day for all of us to set these intentions for what we're bringing forth.
Absolutely a good time to go within and really be able to reflect and move some energy, heal some energy. Absolutely.
Exactly. So it's very timely. We didn't actually plan purposely to meet on winter solstice, but here we are. And it is a powerful day. And I actually think it's, quite like in tune with what you're bringing forth into the world and supporting people in, their own healing journeys. And, like Ashita just mentioned, winter solstice is a powerful day to go within and set those intentions. So maybe before the end of the show, Ashita, we could do a little practice together with everyone as well.
That would be amazing. Yes, I would love that.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. So we'll welcome. And Ashita, I just, I know I gave a little bit of an introduction about you, but you have been a clairvoyant since a very young age. What has that been like for you?
Yeah. So, I mean, ever since I can remember, I've been seeing energy and having insights. But when I was a kid, I just thought being around spirituality was the most fun thing. I didn't question what I was seeing. I just thought it was my wild imagination. And I think
Mm,
that well, the reason why I was thinking that was because there were a lot of people who didn't talk about things like this. I thought it was
mhm,
weird to maybe mention it or to I thought it was just something we didn't talk about. So
mhm,
I would really kind of get frustrated at myself sometimes too, because I would either be seeing things and I couldn't understand it or I couldn't make sense of it, but I would just pretend like it wasn't there. And I know that a lot of us, especially when we're children, we have these intuitive gifts that are so clear. And
mm,
my favorite thing to do was to sit with my father and talk about philosophy. And I grew up in a Hindu family, so there's a lot of room for spirituality and spiritual um, growth and exploration. So they would take me to different places of worship because I would really like that. I'd really like to check
mm,
out churches and temples and all these different places. And then um, prayer and meditation was one of my favorite things. And I, again, I didn't question it. I just thought I was seeing this stuff and making it up, but it was something you didn't talk about. So I kept going and exploring on my spiritual journey. And I hit a point in college where it was my first year there. I just gotten, it was like a couple months into my freshman year. And I was, going to class, doing other things that I needed to do. But then I would spend the rest of my time exploring spiritual studies and meditating and all that. And then I remember there was just this one moment where things just got way out of control. I was seeing things like deeper and vivid, more vivid than I'd ever seen things before. My hands were shooting out all this healing energy, and I couldn't get to sleep that night. So I was like, oh,
wow.
well, maybe we need to get some support with this. So that was
Mm.
the start of the training of my journey.
Wow. Okay. So then what was the next step? So you always knew you were having these visions or these feelings, but you never really quite acted on anything until you got to college. And then you're like, wait, there's something going on here that I can't ignore anymore.
Yes, I mean, well, I would get intuitive insights and then for people and things, and I would just kind of say them or I would interpret them how I could, but I'd never had a feeling of control over them or feeling like I
Hmm.
could be comfortable with them. So what I did was I found like a training center to train my abilities. And
Wow.
alongside my like undergrad, I was doing all this training, my psychic training, and eventually I became a teacher at the place that I trained at, and then I started, well, I mean, I started doing readings because I was so excited about being able to read people. I would find
Hmm.
empty university classrooms and I'd call people in who wanted readings, and I do readings um, for like 5, 10 minutes, or maybe even like 30 minutes if people wanted that. And then people started to refer me out outside of college and outside of my classes. So
Hmm.
I really thought this was not supposed to be the thing that I was supposed to do for the rest of my life. I thought
Sure.
it was just a hobby, and I think we all kind of can feel that way sometimes, especially when we're starting out. And so I went and got my master's in something else because I thought I needed to continue to try to figure out how I could put myself in a box in conventional society.
Sure.
And then I was still getting calls from all these people about getting a reading. And it started to
Mm.
just shift and shift and shift. And um, more and more people were asking for readings. And then eventually I was doing this. It became real and my full-time thing.
Wow, that's incredible. So you actually went through a journey of really developing your abilities yourself. You went through formal training to do that.
Absolutely. And I think that was the thing that really helped me feel like um, I could have control over it, because I think there's so many people I mean, we're all psychic, we're all blessed with these abilities, and sometimes we just don't know how to work with them, and we feel lost and we feel lonely. And so
Hmm.
that's part of why your divine intuition feels like such a big mission and so important, because it's trying to normalize that we are all intuitive and that this journey doesn't have to be lonely, and you can trust yourself. And all it takes is a little bit of tapping in and fine tuning with the right tools.
Wow, exactly. And it is so important because, like you said, and actually, like your first episode says, we are all psychic.
Yes.
All of us have these gifts and abilities, different, some are strong, some of us have stronger, with different sensory capabilities and, you know, what you may have it, what you may, like some people may be more clairaudient or clairvoyant, but, we all have these abilities. But what's interesting is most of us, like you were mentioning, have been told that they don't really exist, And so if we're experiencing them, we're not really comfortable in sharing with others. Hey, I'm having these synchronicities, or I feel like this is happening. You feel like if I say this to anyone, they're going to think I'm nuts. So, you know what? Rather than exploring this and seeing where it can go, I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to put it in a box. I'm going to pretend like it doesn't exist, And
Absolutely.
that's really what most of us on the planet do, even to
Yeah.
this day.
And it's
Mhm.
funny because truly what we resist persists. So if we're
Mhm.
suppressing all the intuitive abilities, they're gonna explode like it did for me. And eventually it's going to ask you to step up and step into them. So, and
Mhm.
I do believe that the world is evolving. And I think that's what
Mhm.
Soul Search does so well, to really bring a sense of opportunity for people who are feeling this way to
Mhm.
tap in, like just put their feet in the water a little bit and figure out what's like the best way to approach this, rather than feeling like they have to have a big explosion of intuition happen.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think, our intuitive capabilities are our doorway to our own transformation journey, our own healing journey, our own empowerment journey. And that's what, we're all about at Soul Search, is how can we support everyone wherever they're at on this journey of transformation, healing, empowerment, helping all of us like step outside these like boxes that we feel like we're supposed to be in, and really figure out what does it mean for me to be a human being on this planet Earth. And it doesn't, and it means something different for each one of us. And when we can tap into our intuitive abilities and our intuitive gifts, then we start being able to tap into, oh, what is my soul saying about this? Not what is my culture saying, or what is my religion saying, or what is my family saying, or what is my school saying, or what are my friends saying? I mean, we're just constantly bombarded by all of this information that's supposed to kind of shape who we are, and we lose touch with, who are we supposed to be? Why did my soul incarnate here? Like, why did I come to this planet? And, there's so many levels to that. And there's so much we can explore beyond what we've been told, and that's what I love about your show, your Divine Intuition, because you're really supporting people on beginning, or you're not even beginning, they may have been on this journey, but on really beginning and continuing this profound exploration, of self, which is so important for each one of us, especially right now in this time of like awakening.
Absolutely. It's so valuable to know who you are and to be able
Mhm.
to work through the deep stuff, because it's the self-trust and the self-awareness that's going to continue to help you evolve in life and evolve the life that you are living. So
Mhm.
I love that. I love that we all are also getting the opportunity to validate that we're on these journeys as well through this show.
Mhm. Exactly, exactly. And I think that's so important. I mean, one of the things that we see, through Soul Search, through people coming to all of our events, which Ashita's, often at our psychic and healing fairs, which now in 2024 we're calling Enlightenment Expos. So
Woo! More time to find enlightenment. I love it.
exactly, exactly. So, and we decided to shift the name to Enlightenment Expos because again, this is a journey for self-realization, self-discovery for each one of us. And, a lot of people view enlightenment and they think about Buddha, going to a cave or sitting under a tree and achieving nirvana. And, they think, oh, well, enlightenment is something for someone else. That's not part of my path. I'm just here trying to get to my job, pay my rent, go out for a drink. People are like, that's wonderful, but what does that have to do with me? And it's actually like, no, like enlightenment is something for all of us. That's what we're actually all working towards together. And we have a community that supports one another in doing that, because it is a journey of, like you said, self-trust and self-awareness and self-realization. And it's, completely accessible for all of us. And that's what we're just, here to support one another in doing together.
Absolutely. Self-realization can be for everyone. And I think it's really interesting that we're getting opportunities to create communities like this, because it's not when you're alone on the mountaintop where you're finding enlightenment now. You're finding it
Mhm.
in your reactions to triggers in a relationship. You're finding it
Mhm.
when you're stuck in traffic and you're frustrated. You're finding it like when you are creating a beautiful piece of art that you're painting and then suddenly the paint falls over. That's those moments where you can actually come towards enlightenment.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, now, like, we are in this process of like, people will call it the ascension, the great awakening, it's an acceleration. And that's why we see more and more people coming and saying, hey, I do feel like I have some gifts. I feel like I'm psychic. I feel like I'm tapping into other realms. I feel like I'm having communications with, galactic beings or with angels or with ancestors. And, it's because we're all opening up to these gifts that we've always had, and like you just said, our opportunity now is that we don't have to go and be in a cave to achieve enlightenment. All of us can, be achieving this self-realization, self-awareness, in the here and now, in society, in community, in family, and that's the opportunity we have because yeah, I mean, people can still go to a cave and try and pursue that in that way if that's their path. But really, the path is now open for all of us to do this together. And your show, your divine intuition, is really showing people that, like this is something that's possible for us. This is possible for any of us. And here are some steps that you can practically take on your journey, on your journey to awakening to who you truly are.
It's so exciting. It's so exciting to be a part of this awakening, this shift, all of this, because I think that we're all ready and we just all get to be on board. So it's really, really fun to see the changes that people are making on this planet.
Exactly. And I know you work with so many students, Ashita. So, when people come to you and say, I'm not sure if, I can do this. I don't know. Like, do people come to you and say, like, that's wonderful. You're a clairvoyant, you're a psychic, you're a healer. That's amazing. I wish I could be like you, but it's just never going to happen. That's just not who I am. And it's too bad. Like
I've definitely gotten some people like that who I get a lot the I can't meditate. And
mm,
I think
hmm
it's really interesting because, well, spiritual practices look different for everyone,
yeah.
but if we're tapping into our gifts, that's in itself a meditation. Walking in life,
hmm
existing in life is a meditation. So,
hmm
when I have people who come to me, they're usually feeling like there's a disconnect between what they're feeling and how they're living their life. Because they know intuitively they're trying to tap into something, something's calling them, but
hmm
they don't know how to get connected to it, and they're feeling really
hmm
misaligned in life because of that. So they might be
hmm
in a conventional box. And so what we really do is we break down how to use practical tools in everyday life, but it's really hitting all these ways of doing energy healing and energy work, because as you're healing, you're getting closer to your intuition and opening up more doors to be able to tap into it more clearly. So as people are healing, as people are going through these tools, they're also suddenly manifesting all these things that they ever wanted because the
Wow.
doors are clear. They're like unblocking all the blocks that were there because there's no disconnect. They're living in
hmm
alignment because their energy is vibrating at what they want. And it's not
hmm
vibrating at what, kind of like we were talking about, what their sister or their school or their
hmm
family thinks that they want. It's like
hmm
aligned.
Wow, that's beautiful. And so, really, the work you're doing is supporting people coming into this alignment with who they are.
Absolutely. Yes. I mean,
Mm.
I can't even explain to you the amount of magic that's been going on in the one-on-one work I do because sometimes I don't even believe it because it's so magic. I feel really blessed to be a part of it. I mentioned in the first episode that one of my clients was really trying to bring in a beautiful baby, and she was able to um, after only 4 months of working together. And before that, she was really struggling to figure out how to bring in this baby for a long time. And
Mm.
now she has this beautiful baby girl, and I get to be her godmother, and it's like really
Wow.
such an honor. So I mean, there's truly nothing you can't manifest if you get to be aligned with you and you know what it is you want.
That is so exciting. And so people can really take this journey with you on your show, your divine intuition, and which is what I love about it because obviously you're an energy healer, you work with so many people, we at Soul Search host lots of events and have a wonderful community of practitioners, but we always do have people coming to us who are just completely new to this world and they're a little bit nervous, they're like, where do I start? What do I start with? Where is this going to take me? You know? And
Absolutely.
And your divine intuition offers the opportunity for people to go on that journey with you, and some of your clients, and, and put and dip their toes in, do some of the practices, see what other experiences people are going through, and then, feel how they're opening up while watching your show, because every episode is a transmission. Every episode is also an energy healing workshop. So people can expect to feel transformed and expanded, even if you're not feeling it in the moment. Sometimes people are like to me, "Oh, well, I don't really feel anything. I don't feel energy the way that other people do." And that's okay. You don't have to necessarily feel anything in the moment. It's more about how are you feeling then once you're going about your day-to-day lives.
Absolutely. And yes, your divine intuition is opening a door to scratch the surface of what is possible. So if you're just starting out, you can that's a great way to start. And then also, I mean, there's tons of free resources out there, because there are people who just want to dip their toes, and you can check out my podcast, you can check out all the workshops on YouTube, you can come to a workshop. All those things are totally possible, because um, everything is beginner friendly, so that you feel like you can take yourself to the next level. And even people who are intuitively inclined, and people who've been doing this for a while, they get something out of it. I always find that when you simplify energy work and you demystify it, there's so much more clarity around it, because there's no more confusion, and you get to be able to truly do the work that you want to do. It's just
Mhm.
you and the energy, and that's it.
Exactly. And it's super powerful. And that's why, exactly, whether you're on your beginning journey, stepping into your intuition, or you are an advanced intuitive and you have been practicing and having clients of your own, your divine intuition offers a lot for anyone on, anywhere on their journey, because again, you're giving people very clear, a clear journey and resources and steps that people can take. And also just to help understand and reframe for themselves, to add to their toolbox as well. Because again, for everyone, it's different. Everyone practices in their own unique way. And what I find is that it's just always so supportive to just see and understand, how are other people doing this? How are other people explaining this? How are other people working with this? And what does that bring for me in my work, in my practice, because we're always expanding. We're so multidimensional.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're bigger than we know. We're more expansive than we know. So I really do hope that people get to remember that through your divine intuition. It was funny. I have a friend who's also a medium, and she watched the second episode and she told me, "Oh, there's so many reminders in here that I forgot about." So thank you for that. And it's really interesting, because I think she knew a lot of these tools, and
Mhm.
she forgot about learning them before, and now she got to, just by watching the episode, it was like, "Oh, all right, I can do that." And it's so simple, and I've done that before. So um it can be a great reminder.
Exactly. And I think that's so important, just, for wherever we're at, to have those reminders to say, hey, like, you can do this too. This can take you back to center. This can help you tap in a little bit further, because, we get lost in just, the day-to-day busyness of the way we do things, right? And just to have that reminder and that refresher and a different perspective opens things up in a huge way, just like your friend, the medium, mentioned to you
Yes,
as well.
absolutely. And I really wanted to make sure that people knew that there was transformation happening through this.
Mhm.
And that's why I have three of my clients who are in the show repetitively. So we
Mhm.
go through their journeys through the 12 weeks this episode, or these episodes, are being released. And you'll actually get to see how they transform and how they've shifted. And I think um, it can just help to know that there's other people who are doing this, and that they have their own powerful, magical journeys. And maybe you might relate to those as well. I think it's been really fun also to read people on the show so that people, when they watch the show from their home,
Mhm.
they get hit with these reminders or these same messages. The collective gets to be able to have similar messages because at some point there's someone who has the same message or the same journey or the same feeling that they're also working through. So it feels a lot more like you're connected to something. So um, yes, I'm really excited about that. And I'm excited that we got to have lots of transformations be featured in Your Divine Intuition.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. That's huge that people can really follow you and your clients as they go through these transformations because it's so inspiring and so empowering to see that occur, right? And to see it happening in front of your very eyes and know that if it's possible for her, it's possible for me. If she can have such a huge breakthrough, I can have such a breakthrough. Like so many of us, we feel stuck. We don't even know why we feel stuck. We just feel stuck. We feel stuck in our lives and we're like, wow, is this Groundhog's Day or what am I what am I living? What isn't there something more? Isn't there something different? And where do I go from here? And people don't, like don't necessarily know what to do, right? Because it's not clear in our day-to-day society. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to follow these goalposts. And if you follow them and you're still not feeling satisfied, you're still feeling like something's missing, that something's misaligned, you don't really know where to go usually. So I think being able to drop into your show with you, with your clients, go through these transformations, all of a sudden gives people this opportunity to understand, wait, there is something I can do. There is an exploration I could take. It doesn't mean that you know what's on the other side, but but there's at least a way forward, which I think is really powerful for most people because a lot of us don't know what's the next step, and we're not supposed to know either. That's the thing. We're supposed to let our divine intuition guide us.
Absolutely. And one of my favorite things about this show is that every episode is building upon the foundational tools. So you're
Mhm.
actually meant to like do homework after the
Mhm.
episode. So you can use these tools and practice them until the next episode is released so that you can literally build off of it. It's like you have to learn subtraction and addition before you can do multiplication and division. So
Mhm.
as we go along, there's like more and more advanced techniques that we go to. Um, but it's still super beginner friendly, but um, you can even start with one tool and try that tool out for a couple weeks before you tap into the next episode. You can take it as even a practice for yourself, a spiritual study, if you wanted to, so that you can really dive deep into the select tools to see if this all resonates for you and if it's a good practice for you as well.
That's beautiful. So people can really step by step, episode by episode, go deeper and deeper into this journey, with practices, with study. And it is spiritual study, it doesn't have spiritual study doesn't have to look like Bible study or, what we've kind of been taught spiritual study is supposed to look like. This is a completely different and open journey. And also, people can always go back and tune into the past episodes. So let's say you're at episode 4, but you're like, hey, I want to revisit episode 1 and 2 and go back again and see what else comes through for you. So that's the beauty of being able to go on this journey with you, Ashita, through your divine intuition, is that it's an amazing show. It's a transformational journey for the people who are in the show, but also for the people who are watching the show. And also it's a practice and it's a study and it's really a portal. That's what I like to call it. It's a portal, for your own divine transformation and your own divine journey. And that starts with, like you said, tapping into our own divine intuition and really connecting to who we truly are. So it's such an exciting journey. This is the most important journey we can be going on in our lifetimes, but it's unfortunately one until now, that's been put on the sidelines. And so we're all here to be like, we're bringing it back. We're saying this is what counts, and it's just so beautiful the way that you put your show together to take everyone step by step through 12 episodes so that they can go through this transformative process with you together in community. Because everyone who's watching the show, you're not alone. You're watching the show with thousands of other people that are also watching the show. And what I also love about our Soul Search TV shows is they are created by our amazing practitioners. So, Ashita, you are not a person far, far away that no one can ever connect to and connect with. You're actually a practicing teacher, healer, guide that people can connect with for one-on-one sessions, for retreats, for online courses, for workshops, live, in person, as well as online. So there's so many ways that people can continue to work with you, which I think is amazing.
Absolutely. I feel like it feels like a mission to be able to be here to
Mhm.
help support people and make some shifts. I think I couldn't avoid it being born into, I mean, it's all over my charts. Every single chart you look at, my human design chart, my birth chart, my Vedic chart, I mean, it's all over. So, I think it's really exciting to be a part of this evolution with everyone. And yeah, like you said, Tangela, like if you want to come to a workshop, I actually have a really fun one coming up on the 30th. So next Saturday, where we're energetically learning how to clear the energy out of 2023. Anything you're stuck with, anything that feels like it's not good or aligned or still is tugging at you, we clean that out. And then, so that's the first half of the workshop. And the second half is manifesting and getting into the energy of 2024. So you have a beautiful year. So that's one of my favorite workshops, like every single year. I hold it every single year so people can really transform their year. So if you're interested in that, please, please come. It's going to be really fun. And if you want to come to Bali in 2024 and manifest your divine life, that's what the retreat is called. We're going to do that as well. And we're going to have some really big transformations. We're actually going to be in Bali during the 8/8 portal. So the
Wow.
Lionsgate portal.
Mhm.
So, and next year's all about manifesting and abundance. So, and 8 is the number of manifesting and abundance. So, it's going to be divinely coded. So, it's going to be great.
That's exciting. And so is your 30th event, is that online or in person?
It's online.
Okay, wonderful. And they can find that about that from your website as well.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
perfect. Perfect. So for everyone, see, look, there are so many opportunities to continue the journey with Ashita. So of course, watch her show, which is on soulsearch.tv, Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, Android TV. You can watch from the comfort of your own home. We'll be on all of the mobile apps by next week. So you'll be able to watch from your phone as well. And then, of course, continue that journey with her live. So that live online workshop coming up on the 30th. How powerful. Manifesting for 2024. And then, of course, being able to go to Bali with you for a Manifest Your Divine Life retreat. That will be super magical as well. So people can see a little bit about your beautiful Greece retreat on your show. But then they have the opportunity to go with you live to Bali.
Absolutely. And that was divinely encoded too. Every single retreat is divinely encoded. So this year was the number of was a 7. If you add 2023 together, it's the number of the mystic and spirituality and going inward and tapping into your gifts. So we were there in Greece on the 7th and we ended on the 14th and we went for 7 days and it was divinely encoded in all of the magic that we explored, and we did a lot of past life work. So I'm excited for everyone to see that one. That one's really exciting, and you're going to be able to tap into some of your own past life energy in it too. So that one's definitely a good watch. I'm excited for that.
Yes. So coming soon, stay tuned. So you got to keep watching the episodes to be able to tune into the Greece retreat episode where you can also be connecting with some of your past lives, which is going to be fun and exciting. And that's, I know, something that you help people do through your work as well, which is really powerful.
I think there's a lot, well, when we tap into past lives, there's a reminder that our spirit is not just this life, but it's ever evolving through many lifetimes and through many different experiences. And sometimes we're stuck in an old pattern, and we can shift that in looking into past lives and also realizing how powerful of beings we've been. So I love doing past life work, and I love speaking on it at the Soul Search events. And
Hmm.
I think it'll be really fun for everybody to explore past life energy as we go deeper into the episodes.
Exactly, exactly. And that just shows you that's another aspect of what Ashita is bringing forth through the show. Your divine intuition. It's tapping into so many different realms that are part of who you are, including our past lives. And yes, actually, Ashita often gives a talk on past life healing and manifestation, which is always extremely popular and people love it. And I think they love it because it's really empowering when you begin to understand that, one, we're eternal beings and we have lived so many lifetimes. And all of a sudden, knowing that, things start making a lot more sense. You're like, oh, okay, so that's why I resonate with Egypt so much, or that's why I felt like I've always known that person, or I've always had this interest, and things start making sense. And then when you start going deeper, you're like, wait a minute, I can now, by going into those past lives, start healing parts of my present life, start making changes to who I am and the dynamics happening around me. I mean, that again is so empowering because again, we go around thinking, oh, there's nothing I can do. I was born this way. This is how everything is. And I'm stuck.
Nope, we're not. We're not. We're more powerful. We're more
Exactly.
powerful. No, yay.
Exactly. Exactly. So really, I mean, that's what your divine intuition is supporting you and doing, is really understanding that we are such powerful beings and we have access to all of these abilities, these gifts, these powers, these superpowers. And when we start realizing that, it's like, whoa, that's me. That's
It's
huge. So,
it's huge. It's huge. It's so exciting. It's empowering. And then there's so much more like self-compassion and grace that you can have for
mhm,
yourself. You live in a world where there is love and harmony, and you don't have to fight it or you don't have to fight through the gunk to be existing in it. You're just in it because that's
mhm.
what you're vibrating at.
Exactly. And building that self-trust, like you had mentioned. So, really trusting yourself and letting yourself move forward and what's in alignment for you rather than living in this, world of doubt and fear,
You don't
which is what's been created around us. And, that's it's okay. That's just a lot of what's around us. But, we're now moving out of that.
Absolutely. And it's time for us to step into our own power because that's when you can create miracles and the life that you want. It's not far from what you imagine or envision because truly every single desire is an ask for your soul to evolve. So as you get this desire, you've had to heal and heal and heal and heal and heal and tap into your intuition more so you can attain the desire. And then you're going to have another desire. And then you have to heal and heal and heal and heal to get to the other desire. But it's telling you that you can have this and that your soul needs to feel what it feels like to have this manifestation in this lifetime so that you can know that you could be at this energetic level and more. And there's actually an episode on manifesting too. So That's later on, but stay with all the episodes so you can tune into that one too.
Exactly. Stay tuned because you want to be able to know and understand that all is possible, right? And miracles are possible, and that we're able to create miracles. We are creating miracles every day, knowingly or unknowingly. But once we actually know that we're able to, then all of a sudden we can harness this energy around everything, which is really cool. So it's
Absolutely.
such an empowering, exciting time for all of us. And of course, we are today meeting on the winter solstice, Ashita. So this is a very powerful moment. For many of us, we consider it the new year because it is the darkest day, and it's kind of the time to go within and set your intentions for the new year to come. So it's a very powerful day that we're talking about really stepping into your divine intuition, claiming your divine gifts, opening up to miracles, and knowing that you can create the life of your dreams and beyond. So it's a powerful day that we're discussing all of this because we're also setting intentions for this for each one of us, and also for the whole collective.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know I do we have time to maybe go
Yes,
words?
yes. Let's
Okay.
do it.
All right. Well, take a deep breath and close your eyes if you can. Allow yourself to have some time for you, to be in the present, gifting this time to go inward. And as you breathe, just go ahead and allow yourself to move your attention behind your eyes. This is the seat of you as a soul, being clairvoyant, being able to see neutrally. This is where your third eye is. So just go ahead and turn a light on in there, right behind your eyes. There you go. And feeling the collective already moving. And that's really beautiful to see. Go ahead and notice that at the base of your tailbone, you have a chakra. That's an energy point. And that energy point is a point of light. And you can go ahead and create a big tree trunk that's connected to this point of light. It's as if you're sitting on it, as wide as your hips. And this tree trunk goes all the way down past the floor and past the pipes and past the water table in the earth, past the lava, and then into this place called the center of the earth. It's energetically neutral. There you go. And go ahead and watch as it's starting to release some energy downward from your space that isn't yours. Beautiful. And all of this wind or water that's moving downwards from your grounding cord, this tree trunk that's keeping you centered in the earth, is just releasing anything that might be part of this darkness from before this solstice. So go ahead and just allow that to move out. And out in front of you, notice the energy of your divine abundance, divine love, and whatever you might want to have to bring in this next season. And you might just see it as one color. You might see it as multiple colors. You can keep it simple and just see that color. Breathe. And we're going to ask Source, collective consciousness, the universe to beam in with some gold light and touch this color that you've created, to bless it, to help bring it in, to move any blockages from here. There you go. And notice that this energy is starting to come closer to your space, and it's about 1 foot in front of you. And notice how that feels to your body to have these intentions come truly into your field. Beautiful. And you're going to imagine that now all of your energy is starting to come back to you from this and any other lifetime, and it's forming your light, your bright gold light. And it's forming into this big, bright gold sun. And the energy of your intentions for this season, it's going up into and infusing into this gold sun in this bright, beautiful mixture of light. There you go. Beautiful. And when it's fully formed, go ahead and pop this gold sun and watch all of it pour down into your space, really watching each cell vibrating with this gold. There you go. That is what it feels like to be in the energy of your manifestation. And you can hold this because energetically it is already yours. And when you are all filled in and infused, you can gently take a deep breath and open your eyes. Thank you for joining me. And I hope this was a transformational experience for you. Oh, you're muted, Tangela.
I'm going to say thank you, Ishita. That was very powerful. It was beautiful. Wow.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much for joining us. Oh, so fun to have your energy in there, Tangela.
Well, it was fun to be there with you and very powerful. Yeah, just to set those intentions and bring that, put all of our manifestations for 2024 in there and whew, feel it all manifesting already because that's the energy we want to be in, right? That it's already there, it's already happening. So thank you for bringing us to that amazing place. So beautiful and so powerful. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait for all of you to join in and come to the workshop. That was just a little teaser. So hopefully that was helpful.
Exactly. Yeah. So for all of you guys who tuning in, were able to do that little practice. There was a short practice, but a powerful practice. And it's just an example of what you're going to be experiencing with Ishita through her show, Your Divine Intuition on SoulSearch TV, as well as on her upcoming workshop on December 30th. And her many more events coming up through 2024, as including her Bali retreat. So many opportunities to be working with you, seeing you, learning from you, Ashita. Amazing. And we're just so blessed to have you be a part of our Soul Search family and to be one of our amazing Soul Search TV stars.
I'm so grateful. Yay to healing the world.
Yes, exactly. Yay to healing the world, healing ourselves, healing one another, and really like one of the best holiday gifts that you guys can give to yourselves is to tune into your divine intuition with Ashita. It's totally free on soulsearch.tv. You can tune in online on your computer. You can tune in from your TV at home on Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, Android TV. And you can just dive into this transformational journey that's open to all of us. That journey of enlightenment, self-realization, self-awareness. It's here, it's open for all of us. And Ashita has created a beautiful portal that all of us can step into. And when we're stepping into it, just know that you're not alone. You're completely supported, by Ashita herself, as well as, our whole community. So it's such a magical time right now, Ashita, as we're like creating this beautiful community and healing space, together for the entire planet.
Absolutely. And I think people are ready. And if you're finding this, it's a sign that you're ready. So get ready because this is just the start.
Exactly. This is only the beginning, and it's only going to get even more exciting and more intriguing and more enlightening from here on out. And we're just blessed to have beautiful teachers and healers and guides like you, Ashita, to support all of us on our journey. And we're all in this together, and we're all supporting each other on our way home. So it's really beautiful to have you here with me today on this beautiful solstice. And, for all of you watching, thank you for joining us. If you're watching the replay, thanks for joining us. You can, definitely do this solstice practice. It's a powerful one. And also, of course, tune into Ashita's show, Your Divine Intuition. We just released the second episode yesterday. So if you guys have not seen it, tune in, and you have all week to rewatch the first episode, watch the second. We're already in the start of the holidays. So what better way to relax and, get ready for manifestation in 2024 than by, really tapping into your divine intuition, your divine powers, your divine self with this show, which is a powerful experience for all of us. So thank you for creating this, Ashita. We're really blessed and honored to have you.
Thank you for holding this space today for me to chat about this, Tangela. It was so lovely, and I'm so excited for everyone in the community to be able to transform from this. And if you do feel like you'd like to reach out or get more information, please find me on my website or my Instagram. All of that is clairvoyanthealerishita.com or at clairvoyanthealerishita. So you can find me at any of those anywhere.
Exactly. And so also you can find all of her links when you go to SoulSearch TV. They're there under her show. So you can, of course, find Ishita on soulsearch.io. You can find her on Instagram at Clairvoyant Healer Ishita. Her website is the same name. And she also has her podcast, Soul Healer, on Spotify. So, there's amazing things that you're bringing forth. People can connect with you in so many different ways. And we're excited to stay connected, and everyone stay tuned, and also like share your experiences with us too after you've watched the shows. If you have questions, you have comments, you're curious about some things that you heard or saw, send in your questions directly to Ishita here or send them to us at Soul Search. And, we're going to just keep this conversation going.
I'm so excited. Woohoo! Just the
Yes,
beginning.
exactly.
Just the beginning.
It's just the beginning and so exciting. There's so much more to come. But thanks for everyone for tuning in with this wonderful interview. Thanks, Ishita, for being here on this solstice. What a powerful moment we're able to share together. I'm really grateful. And I'm just excited to keep, continuing the journey with you, with everyone else that is tuning in to the shows. And also just to kind of see, all right, what are people experiencing? How are people opening up? What are people, feeling? What are the questions that might be coming up? So we invite all of you guys to share, because again, we're a community here, and we're here to support one another in this journey of enlightenment and self-awareness together. So any last words, Ishita, before we say goodbye to our friends here?
Well, happy solstice. May this year bring in all the love and abundance and joy and clarity and alignment that you're ready for. And I just hope that everyone tuning in gets to be able to find a little bit more of themselves this year and onward. To be able to remember who they are and how divine they are. And also, I just want to congratulate you for anyone who's been watching the show, because I think it is a powerful and brave experience to continue to watch the show, because it does bring up energy and it does bring up healing, and it really asks you to step into another level of you. So thanks for
Mm.
being a part of it by just watching it.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, thank you all for saying yes to this journey and for stepping into your divine self, because that's what this is all about. And we're just excited to be on this journey with you. And so thank you so much, Ishita. It's been great having you here. Thank you all, and happy solstice, happy new year, happy holidays. And, we're excited to continue co-creating transformation, abundance, joy, fulfillment, and everything more in the 2024 new year. So thanks, everyone. Thank you, guys. Bye.
What if I told you everything you needed or ever wanted was already inside of you? And all you